Hello YouTubers, welcome to Art and Soul. Myself Goldie, I'm an artist. Not only that, I'm a believer of spirituality. I believe that every artist is a believer of spirituality. Not only that, those who loves art are also believer of spirituality. So, in this channel, I'll be showing you the process of my art. Alongside, I'll be discussing some spiritual matter with you. So, let's get started. We all are spiritual beings. There should not be any doubt in it, right? Because we know that spirit exists in our body. That makes us spiritual. But whether we will believe in spirituality or not is in our choice, right? So, who does need spirituality? See, spirituality is also a kind of need. It appears only when our survival needs are being met up to our requirement or desire. Until no one can be spiritual. But once it's met up, the needs for spirituality will start to bloom. Spiritual means non-physical. Our ideas, intelligence, imagination, sense of humor, kindness, creativity and so on. All the qualities that makes us who we are non-physical. We seek happiness, love, friendship, peace, and all these are non-physical too. Our spirituality creates our world because our lives are simply a reflection of whatever we hold in our mind. A very significant fact about a spiritual man is that he cannot help being what he is. If he is good, honest, simple, it is not for sake of any recognition he is expecting from anybody, but because it is his nature. Under no circumstances he will be different from what he is. Let me tell you a story. A man went to a barber shop to have his hair and beard cut, as always. He started to have a good conversation with the barber who attended him. They talked about so many things on various subjects. Suddenly, they touched the subject of God. Look man, I don't believe that God exists as you say so. Why do you say that? Asked the client. Well, it's so easy. You just have to go out in the street to realize that God does not exist. Oh, tell me, if God existed, would there be so many sick people? Would there be so much abandoned people? Would there be abandoned children? If God exists, there would be neither suffering nor pain. I cannot think of a God who permits all these things. The client stopped for a moment thinking, but he did not want to respond so as to prevent an argument. The barber finished his job and the client went out to the shop. Just after he left the barber shop, he saw a man in the street with a long hair and beard. It seems that he had been a long time since he had cut his beard and hair, and he looked so untidy. Then the client again entered the barber shop and he said, the barber, "No, what? The barber do not exist." "How come they don't exist?" asked the barber. "Well, I'm here, I'm a barber." No, the client exclaimed. They do not exist because if they did, there would be no people with long hair and beard like that man who walks in the street. Oh, barber do exist. What happens if the people do not come to us? Exactly, affirmed the client. That's the point. God does exist. What happens if people do not go to Him and do not look for Him? That's why there is so much pain and suffering in this world. There are many interpretations of spirituality, and they are related to the things outside the realm of physical nature and matter. Living spirituality does not necessarily mean following a particular religion, but it does infer the understanding that the universe has some order and that the creative force behind it is intelligent and purposeful. Spirituality also relates to the meaning of life in its all splendor. Have you ever wondered who you are? Why you are here, where it leads? The only thing that we know for sure is that we were born and one day we are going to die. But do our lives matter? We have within ourselves a great reservoir of wisdom, strength, peace waiting to be recognized and released. Once we are strong within ourselves, we find that outer circumstances begin to mirror the inner, and the life starts to change for the better.